Hi everybody, what did you think about the videos? What do you think about Victor Vasarely? Oh my gosh, I was just fascinated with his art structure. Wasn't it amazing? I mean, how can one artist just change and inspire so many people? I don't know. It's amazing how he could influence in what was architecture, what was clothing design, what's design, and giving an opening to what was modernism. That was just amazing. I just love the buildings and everything. Oh my gosh, it's just wonderful. So as you can see, how a person can influence others. That's basically what art is about, to interpret, to feel, and to inspire. So today what we're going to do is a little bit more of optical art. We're going to start working with a page. I divided my legal size cardboard in two. That would be 16.5 and 16.5 over here. And as you can see, there's a square, so it has to be 16.5 and 16.5 over here. So in the remaining space that we have, I put my name, the date I have to hand over my work, and the subject. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna zoom a little bit my video. Maybe it's too much. There we go. So you can see what I'm gonna do. The only thing that we're gonna need today is a thin marker, a thick marker, a ruler, a pencil, or if you don't have markers and you prefer working with coloring pencils, you can do as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, you already see that I have my square here and I have my ruler. Usually I would ask you to do straight lines, right? But in this case, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna put our ruler right in the corner of this line over here, but in this other one, it's not gonna be straight. So I'm gonna do a kind of like a drawing. I'm gonna do it directly with my coloring pencil. That way we can do it a little faster. If you feel confident in doing your work, you can do it directly with your marker or with your pencil, or if not, with your coloring pencil, or if not, you can use your pencil and then underline the lines, okay? But I'm gonna do it with my pencil already. So I have here my first line. See, it's not straight, right? It's going upwards. Now I'm gonna work on my second line and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm using my last dot here of reference as my beginning from the new line, and then I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. I'm gonna go upwards like that. Okay? Now I have this one over here and I'm gonna do exactly the same at this other edge like that. And then do the same thing here. See, it's just connecting your dots. From the last part, you made your line and making the new one. Just like this. This is not good. There. So we continue just, I'm gonna recommend you guys, when you start doing this project, don't get distracted with other things. Don't leave it in the middle of drawing, because then you're gonna lose the connecting dot, the last connecting dot that you had, and then it's gonna be really confusing to take back the project. So once you started it, just finish it until, don't do anything before you finish it. Just concentrate on it. It doesn't take that long. There we go. Now we're gonna work with pencils. I want the defining lines to be really strong. And the inside you can do it like really low pressure pencil coloring. But for the remarking lines, I want them to be strong. almost done. There. You can, if you want, you can just, there you go. Okay. So, as you can see, we have, other than the lines, the straight lines, you made a spiral, half a spiral over here. You have one over here. You have another one coming from the side, right there. And you have, actually have 4. 3, and your number 4. See how your geometrical lines just made a new perspective of drawing? Now, what we're gonna do is start coloring the outside marks, okay? So what I'm gonna do, with a normal pressure, I'm just gonna start coloring. See, I'm not doing too much pressure, I'm not making too much pressure on my coloring, but I'm doing it evenly. So I want the same pressure on all my coloring. Be careful to not pass your lines. I want your work to be really neat, nice, presented. Okay, so I have that one already colored. And I'm going to take this other one over here. And the way we would work with a marker would be, if I already worked with the thin marker making my lines with a ruler, then the thick marker would be to cover up all the spaces, to color all the big gaps. There we go. Now we're going to work on this other part over here, same, the outside one. There we go. And this other one over here. I'm going to recommend you guys to only use one color for this project, okay? You can use black, you can use purple, blue, dark green. I would prefer you using dark colors, that way you can appreciate better the work you're doing. Okay, so here is my first outside coloring, right? As I told you, probably you're going to need to do it a little bit darker so it'll look better. That way you can see the details. Right there. There we go. Now, continuing with the project. I have this one that's colored. I'm going to leave this one white, and I'm going to color the next one. I'm going to do the exact same thing on this other one. This one has to be white, and this one's going to be purple. There we go. Same thing on this side. If you want to work with music, that's a good idea. I'm just not putting some music on because then you're not going to listen to my instructions. But it's fun making art with music. It relaxes you, it makes you have more fun. So if you can do it, wonderful. Okay, so last one over here. I'm just gonna underline this a little bit darker. There we go. Go, one more here. Okay, so we continue going outside in. One more, this one. Always try concentrating on your spiral here. So if you want, you can do it easier. I'm gonna do this really fast, so the tutorial is not gonna be too long. I'm just gonna follow the spiral, one white, one purple. Right there. Now, obviously I'm doing this really fast, but you can take your time, have fun doing it, okay? I want a nice, even work, clean work. So please, I invite you to take your time and have fun with your project. Now, this is the part that gets a little bit tricky. You have to see which ones are gonna be purple because they start mixing together. So I would recommend, excuse me, I would recommend these over here to be left at the last. Once you already finished all of this coming inside, then you can decide which one is purple and which one will be white. And there. So we have our final work like this, but before, that's why I tell you that I asked you to really put some strong parts here. I'm gonna sharpen this really quickly. Well, okay. I have a sharpener close by, so there we go. Also, I think it would be interesting if you would teach your parents how to do it. I definitely have fun doing these kind of projects. Probably your parents can do it with you and share some time. It's really relaxing. Let me know how that goes, okay? So this is basically, let me put this a little better. This is the way it should look. Okay, that's when you're coloring with your coloring pencil. Let me zoom this out a little bit. There we go. Okay, this is how it would look using a coloring pencil. And this one over here is when I made it with a marker. So I invite you to do whichever one you like. Have fun doing it. And don't forget to post them in my platform. Have a nice weekend and see you next Wednesday. Hugs and kisses for everybody. Bye-bye for now.